Hello and welcome to the final Switch Weekly Update. Let's just get into the news, shall we? Bandai Namco have announced that they are working on 3 exclusive Switch games, with their reveals coming between spring and summer of next year. Alongside Bandai Namco, Capcom has pledged more support for Switch next year, with one of the major titles being name-dropped being Ace Attorney. Streaming service Hulu launched on Switch this week. It'll only be available in regions that Hulu is, obviously. 10 Tons Xenoraid, a randomized scrolling shooter where you control a 4-ship party, will release on Switch in the 17th of November. Acorn Tactics, a turn-based strategy title with procedurally generated fields and a boost system based on a deck of cards, is coming to Switch sometime soon. Crawl, a competitive dungeon crawler where other players control monsters, has all been confirmed for Switch thanks to a tweet from the devs. No date for it just yet. An English release of Japanese arcade title remake Penguin Wars is coming to the Switch sometime early next year. Epic Loon, a physics platform meant to be played in 4-player co-op or competitive play, will launch on Switch in the first quarter of next year. Wonder Song, a side-scrolling adventure from Humble Bundle and A Shell in the Pit, is coming to the Switch in 2018 for the West. Ginger Beyond the Crystal, a 3D platformer made in the image of titles like Mario 64, will come to the eShop on the 17th of this month, with a physical release sometime next year. Transcriptor, a twin-stick shooter combined with Match 3 Zoomer-style title, is coming to Switch on the 23rd of November. It'll be $7.99. 3D hack-and-slash title Croylure Sigma is coming to the Switch for Japan soon. No English release or release date have been announced. The next game in the large-scale military strategy series, Daizenryaku Perfect 4.0, will launch in Japan for the Switch on the 22nd of March. There's a PS4 version due out next month. Dates: Battle Chef Brigade will launch on the 20th of November. Teslagrad comes to Switch in the West on December 7th, with a Japanese release coming November 16th. And Steins Gate Elite will launch in Japan on March 15th. And finally, an update. Has-Been Heroes got a free expansion this week, with a new region, 2 new modes, extra heroes, and over 100 new spells and 100 new items. That's a pretty big week to end it on, I know, but it's not like I can predict news a week in advance. As promised, let me tell you how I find news for this series. Use the website feedly.com to follow the 4 websites: Go Nintendo, Nintendo Everything, Nintendo Life, and My Nintendo News. That'll get you pretty much everything, although you might get everything more than a couple of times over. Thanks to my patrons: Richard, The Other Richard, Adam, Bonfire Cow, Brian, Joey, Chen, Eric, Matthew, Miguel, Felonman, Alan, Raymond, Kyle, Billy, Gary, Gunnar, Yuri, David, and Blizz. Switch gameplay will continue. If all goes to plan, a video on Doom will be up tomorrow. I apologize if you're a watcher of this series. I do hope you find something else to keep you updated in the meantime. See you next week if you plan to keep watching the Vita Weekly updates.